I'm very much an overachiever, so it's been hard to do everything that I need to do at the same time, but I did want to put out these videos. But before we even start, hit that red subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get notified when I post new content, and drop a like. That's really going to help the channel. Today we are doing the April 2022 tarot forecast spreads for all signs, Aries through Pisces. Make sure you watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, as that will give you the most complete and accurate picture of what could happen to you. We're going to be looking at kind of like what's blocking you, challenges, how you can overcome, and anything that's juicy that we need to address. So let's get started. My nails are not done. Sorry. I have a really hard time keeping my nails looking nice because I lift a lot of weights. I'm always at the gym, so my hands always look. I also have a lot of pets, so my hands look all messed up and scratched up and stuff, so forgive me. I didn't want to let that stop me from putting up the videos, of course, and my hair is air drying right now, so you may see it changing as the video goes along. So this is my hair drying with no product, and I may straighten it. I don't know. We will see. Okay, so Aries, what's going on for you in the month of April 2022? And happy birthday, Aries. It is your season. So I hope you guys have an amazing birthday. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. So you're walking away from something that you put in a lot of time, energy, and emotional effort into. This could be quite tough as you've spent a lot of time trying to make this work, trying to grab these cups and make them into a pyramid. It's been really, really hard though, so you're deciding to walk away and chase after that which will bring you fulfillment and happiness. It looks like it's a month of endings and leaving things behind, Aries. What are some blockages or challenges that you could face? 2 cards, 3 cards. So here's you, King of Wands. This is good. This means that you are doing things according to instinct and you know exactly what you're doing and what you want. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be you. This could be a fellow fire sign or someone that you find incredibly attractive. But this is coming through as a challenge. So you may be, you know, going straight to it, not really planning things out, not really thinking about sustainability and if you can keep this up for a really long time. Because the King of Wands, he's just worried about getting it done. He's not really worried about the how. He'll get it done. He'll either send the Knight of Wands or he'll employ the skills and the abilities of the Queen of Wands. So he's definitely got a really great team, really great set of friends, a really great set of people around him with a variety of skills, and there's a lot of opportunity there within the scope of this person's social life. So you could be in the process of meeting some pretty important people and strengthening your network in the month of April. Okay, but this is you. It's showing up as a challenge though. We also have the 7 of Wands reverse and the 9 of Wands reverse. 9 of Wands reverse coming out of a place of solitude and thinking that the worst of the worst is going to happen to you all the time. You're kind of calming down from that and you're seeing yourself a lot more open to new experiences, which is good. The 7 of Wands reverse is when you're not really standing your ground. You're kind of just letting things happen. So if it works, it works, great. If it doesn't, it's out of your life. You really don't want to spend time fighting an uphill battle. Despite these being challenges, it looks like you have it together. The one thing I'll caution you against is being too concerned with the past, because the King of Wands faces the left, okay? What's the advice card for Aries for the month of April? The Knight of Wands. Not Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords reverse. So this is to speak your truth, even if it makes people uncomfortable, to speak up about your boundaries and about what you need and what you desire. Be really careful about who you talk to, what you talk about, what you share about your life and your plans and your goals and your dreams and all of that. Be careful who you share your energy with, because I see some people that are very opportunistic around you and they could be wanting to hear about the drama in your life just because they're nosy, just because they want to know what you're going through, what you're experiencing. It's not because they actually care. So I would just caution against these kinds of people, but also just be careful who it is that you're communicating with and how you're communicating in the month of April. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So this could be saying, you know, steer clear of those energies if you can. For the month of April. Taurus, what's going on for you for the month of April 2022? If you're enjoying the video so far, give me a like and make sure that you subscribe so you can get a lot of awesome content. 2 of Wands reverse. You're at the starting gate. You're at the starting line. It's just a little tough to get beyond that part. You're really scared of starting something and making a decision or taking action on something, Taurus. I'm not sure why. I think it's because you think it has to be perfect, it has to look a certain way, it has to go a certain way, so you're really stuck on perfectionism. And what that's doing, it's creating a delay. It takes so long making a decision that that decision may be made for you. But let's see what your blockages and challenges are for the month. Look, Six of Cups reverse. Two different types of meanings with this card. Being so comfortable that there's a lot of inertia. When things get too comfortable, there's no growth. And while that can be very fun for a Taurus, they love, you know, taking their time and lollygagging and enjoying the moment. They're very much about the present. So if you leave them to it, they will enjoy being stuck, stagnant for a little while. But even Tauruses want to grow. Even Tauruses want to progress and want things to be better, more lush, more amazing, more delicious. So this can be something that's keeping you stuck. That attachment to knowing what's going to happen all the time, and familiarity and comfort. Another way this could come through is you being really stuck on the same types of people without having any sort of discernment about why that type of person is showing up in your life. There is a brand new situation coming in for you. It is emotional in nature, not saying it's romantic, but it is emotional in nature. And what it could do is it could kind of scare you into not doing anything. Okay, I don't see you being very receptive to this energy. It's almost like, okay, I'm ready to grow, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to expand. And then as soon as the lesson shows up, or as soon as the newness and the adventure and the excitement shows up, you kind of recoil a little bit. You're like, wait a minute, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. There's a very big polarity with this card. Oh, Taurus says, yeah. My hair's starting to look silly, starting to look frizzy, but it's a look, it's a vibe. Five of Cups reverse and the Queen of Cups. Oh yeah, your heart is opening up and there's some emotional situations coming through. It could be with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There is an energy here of you meeting somebody new that scares the heebie-jeebies out of you, and it's because they reflect this new energy that you're not really settled in yet, you're not really comfortable in yet within yourself. So when the person shows up, you're like, wait, what's the catch? What's wrong with them? What's going on? Nothing's wrong. You've just grown and become a better person, so someone came along to match that energy. I urge you to take it slowly, but be open to it. What's the advice card for Taurus for the month of April? That was quick. Your advice card for the month of April. You got a few, but I'm only going to take the top one, okay? You got the Devil card. What did I tell you about comfort and being too comfortable? This is a test. This is a test. Addiction or gravitating towards the same toxic energies, partaking in toxic behaviors, bad habits. This is all represented by this card. This is Capricorn energy too, so you may be dealing with a Capricorn. I don't know. Maybe you have Capricorn placements. Remember, detachment from the things that bring us comfort sometimes reminds us of how much we like those things and how much we enjoy it. If you have cake all the time, cake isn't going to be special. You know what I'm saying? So just take that into consideration. I love cake, so Taurus rising over here. Let's move on to Geminis. Geminis, what's going on for the month of April 2022 for you? Your first card is the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, you could have those placements in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with those placements. But regardless, this is typically someone who is incredibly demanding, is extra needy at this time. So in the month of April, you could be experiencing those feelings like you need a lot of attention. You are becoming more demanding. You're becoming more outspoken about the things that you need and the things that you desire. And maybe people are finding that to be a little bit annoying. Well, if you can't step up to the plate, then bye. Okay, because you're definitely investing more in yourself, and you're definitely knowing that you deserve more, you deserve better in some way, shape, or form, and you do. People are not going to like that very much. So that's the overall energy. You could also be dealing with a mother who is very demanding. Nine of Swords reverse, that's good. And the Four of Swords, finally getting to get some shut-eye, get some rest, enjoy yourself. take some time off, go on vacation. I mean, this is what those two cards say. But I see it mostly as you overcoming insomnia or issues sleeping. Maybe your schedule hasn't been the best. It's regulating itself in the springtime. If you're in the northern hemisphere, then you know we have a little bit more sunlight now. So maybe that's helping your mood a little bit and helping you feel better mentally and emotionally. What I like about these two cards is that they are dichotomous in a way. One figure can't sleep at all. They're caught up in their torment. The other figure is soundlessly asleep in a church, and the church is supposed to symbolize safety, of knowing that you can be calm and you can settle back and not have to worry so much about survival. So there is this kind of calming energy to the month. Even though it's showing up as a challenge or an obstacle, it is something you're going to have to actively work on, as in getting yourself to bed on time, keeping a regular sleep schedule, not drinking coffee past a certain time, things of that nature. Of course, things aren't just going to work for you. You do have to form healthy habits to improve your life. These are your challenges. You may also be overcoming negative thinking. Let's see what your advice card is for the month, Geminis. Six of Swords, another Swords cards. Geminis, you guys are represented by the sword. So you, like Aries, got all cards in your element, which is pretty cool. This is a great card. This is a card about moving on from things that no longer work for you and taking the lessons learned with you, applying it to your life and making better choices. It means that you're coming out of a place of turbulence, uneasiness, strife, stress, and things are getting a lot better for you. I love this card. It also represents unity and using the people around you, talking to them, sharing your feelings, verbalizing how it is that you are doing, because sometimes people can't tell and we really have to advocate for ourselves. I think you guys are going to have a pretty good month. Hey Cancers, welcome to your April 2022 tarot forecast spread. If you're enjoying the video, make sure you drop a like. It really helps my channel. All right, first card out, or first couple of cards out actually. So for the month of April, your overall energies are represented by these three cards that fell out on their own. So I'm going to just call them all out. Seven of Wands. So fighting back, standing up for yourself, having to be the last man standing, receiving a lot of pushback. People want a lot from you. Five of Wands, we have some drama going on, competition, feeling like people around you are competing against you or are being petty, passive aggressive, but you are fighting back. You are taking a stand. And then we also have the Justice card reversed, a Libra energy, and this is the return of a Libra placement, but it's also some sort of karma coming back to you. Remember that this points back towards the Wheel of Fortune, so what goes around does come around. There does seem to be a behavior that either you expressed or someone expressed towards you that is going to bite someone back in the butt. I do see it being a rather dramatic month. There could be divorces or talks of separation, and somebody's not very happy. Somebody is actually taking it pretty badly. And let's see what the obstacles are, because we haven't even gotten to that yet. Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. That's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, and this is making a decision that's going to be practical for you and moving on with that decision with haste and excitement. Kind of needing to make a choice really fast, and that requires you to weigh pros and cons really fast and think about the long-term effects of this choice in a very rushed manner. You could be receiving news about a decision, where you live, your career, your car. You're getting some sort of green light, moving forward, moving on, moving in general, because this is a very fast night. Just expect things to move along really fast in the month of April. So just make sure that you are keeping a good schedule and keeping a good routine. You're gonna need it. It's going to make you feel very erratic emotionally, and that is only going to be rectified or helped if you are taking appropriate actions at the right time. I see you kind of calibrating or recalibrating your moves, or like where you go, how you do things. There's like a change in the way that you move now, in the way that you do things. It's almost like you need, it's like you need help, or you need someone to kind of hold something for you. So I'm getting someone holding luggage or holding something for you. You may ask someone to keep something for you and you will come back to it later. But I just see you moving really quickly, moving on really fast, changing directions really fast, and having to kind of move money around. So it could be just a really chaotic month. But let's see what your advice card is, Cancers. Be careful with your spending and be careful with your intentions. Okay, I'm not calling you a gold digger, but I'm saying that this card is saying be careful with your intentions and be careful how you're coming across, because some of you guys may be coming across as someone who only values money and that's it. And a lot of people don't know this. Cancer is on the Cancer Capricorn axis. They are very concerned with wealth. They do want to be wealthy. They do want to have a certain lifestyle. I mean, they desire wealth to a greater extent than Capricorns do. You may be like, for example, saying yes to a job only because of the money and you don't think about anything else. You don't think about anything else. And then when you get there, you're like, oh shit, this isn't everything that it's cracked up to be. I'm not even getting everything that I need. I needed to work twice as hard, or I need to do something more so than I ever did before. And I thought that this was going to be easy. I thought this was going to be great. I thought this was going to be a laid back job, and it's not. So there's an energy there of being careful about your intentions and moving with thoughtfulness and mindfulness, because you don't want to get trapped in a situation. This could even be on a personal level, because this is you maybe wanting to take someone off the market, or someone wanting to take you off the market romantically, and there being a complete lack of interest in it. I mean, I'm just saying, the drama. I'm so hot right now. My hair is so frizzy. Leos, April 2022 tarot forecast spread. It's getting hot. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna put my hair up. I can't. See, I don't want to put my hair up though. Like, I don't. Nah, I don't mind, do you? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it in the comment section. Leos, 3 of Wands. So there's an opportunity here to sow your seeds for something really big in the future, for something really cool. But you need to start slow and you need to make a plan. This is making sure you have your shit together before you actually start off on this journey. You need to make sure you have everything lined up in a row. The 3 of Wands guy, he's incredibly smart. He knows what he's going to plant, when he's going to plant it, how he's going to plant it. He knows exactly what to do. And that's why his back is turned. He's more interested in his task than he is in us. But that's a good thing. And he's also facing the future. He's facing forward. The next card over would be the 4 of Wands, which is having something established. And there's an element of planning here that's really big. All right, Leos, what is your obstacle or challenge for the month of April? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Doesn't mean the person has these signs, but it could just be their energy in general. This Queen in the reverse, she's harsh. Okay, this is a B-I-T-C-H. This person will say whatever comes to mind, however they feel is correct. Whether it hurts feelings or not, they don't really care. This could be a person you're dealing with that is just overly mean or overly demanding, rude, harsh, keeps things from you, lies, deceives, and is overly focused on the future without enjoying the present. Notice how she's pointing towards the future. So she's absolutely focused on something that hasn't even happened yet. There's a lot of worry and anxiety here. This could be a worrier or an anxious person. But this person or the situation showing up as an obstacle for you. It's a challenge because this is like talking to a brick wall. Maybe you feel like you're not being understood or heard by people that you care about. But let's see what your advice card is for the month of April. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. 2 queens. 2 queens. You know, that doesn't always mean that there's multiple people, but there could be. The Queen of Cups in the reverse talks about nourishing yourself and making sure that you have everything you need to feel good. I'm not talking about going out and buying things because it's going to make you feel good in the moment, but I'm talking about nourishment and care for your body and your spirit and your heart that are going to make you feel good in the long run. If you don't feel well and you have the capacity to do so, you know, taking a little bit more of leisure time for yourself, being around nature, going outside, breathing fresh air, eating nutritious foods, drinking water, things of that nature are really going to set you on the right path and get you on the right foot. The Queen of Cups, unfortunately, does have a lot of emotional ties to the past. So you could be still hurt about a lot of things that have occurred in the past, Leos, and you really haven't gotten over it. So it's important for you to take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. Make sure that you are taking it one step at a time. And for the people that are not really listening or understanding what you need and what you desire and your feelings about something, maybe a little bit of separation would do you really well. Virgos, welcome to your April 2022 tarot forecast spread. If you're enjoying the videos so far, make sure you drop a like. It really helps the channel. But let's see what's going on for you for the month of April. What's your overall energy? What is the overall energy? Okay, lots of overall energies. Okay, here. You are growing and growing and growing. Overall energy is the Chariot card. So big chapter change for you in the month of April. This denotes a pretty big move or a pretty big trip. Okay, this is Cancer energy, so you could have Cancer in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Cancer. There could be issues or something having to do with transportation, getting a new car, selling a car, taking a different route to work. This is a pretty significant chapter change that won't really bud or blossom until July. Whenever I see this card, it's make sure you're going where you're cherished and celebrated, not where you're tolerated. There's a difference, as opposed to staying in places that people are just kind of like, okay, like, I really care about you. No, you deserve to be cared about. Ooh, look, the start of pretty big plans here with the Page of Swords. This is a page. It's not a knight, it's not a queen, it's not a king. So this is a very infantile plan, meaning it's still in its infancy stage. It's not got a lot of information to it. It's just an idea. This is just an idea that comes up that you could take pretty far if you want to, but this is not a time to act on it. This is a time to learn and research and gather your materials and talk to the right people, talk to people that have already been in the business. A King of Swords, for example, would be great for you at this time, but this is just the start of something that could lead to something great. This is also a conversation that needs to be had in the month of April that perhaps has been on the back burner for a pretty long time. I also got the Ace of Pentacles reverse. So you could be experiencing some money issues. It does seem like the money going out is outweighing the money coming in. There's also a contract that may come in the month of April that comes with a lot of strings attached. I want you to be really careful because it's going to sound great when they present it to you, but the fine print is very fine for a reason. They're adding stuff in there that you're not going to be able to catch until after you've said yes to whatever this offer is, and then you get there and you're like, why did I pick this? Just be careful, be really cautious. And this is about anything and everything. If you look at it and it looks too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Let's see what your advice card is for the month of April. The Seven of Pentacles. So having patience, it's important for you to tuck some money away and tuck it away somewhere that's not just going to gather dust, where it can accrue value and worth and, you know, interest. This is investing time, energy, effort into things that are going to be valuable to you, and they hold value for a reason. Make sure you get all your ducks in a row. You may be a little bit distracted. Good things are coming to you, but you do need to be a little bit smarter about how you do things. Hey Libras, welcome to your April 2022 tarot forecast spread. Let's see what's going on for you for the month of April. I already told everyone at the beginning, I'm trying to straighten my hair, and for that I need to let it air dry, and it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it up like this. Libras, what's going on for you for the month of April? What's your overall energy? Four of Cups reverse. Acceptance. I do like this card because you've gotten over the period of stubbornness and crossing your arms and being childish. I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. Basically, you were at a point where you didn't want anything, which is fine. You're allowed that. You're finally opening up to the possibility of accepting some love, a little bit of support, a little bit of adoration, something coming your way. You're like, okay, I'm ready to get hurt again. This points back towards the Three of Cups, which is celebration and reunions. You could be opening up to the possibility of reconnecting with someone. The Knight of Cups reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the return of an ex-lover or an ex-fling. Yep, it's a Cancer. We have the Chariot reverse and we have the Five of Cups reverse. This person was really fun. You found this person to be really exciting. I think that you have unfinished business with them. You think that they are important to you. They're a soulmate of some sort. They miss you. They miss the fun times they used to have with you, and you miss them. You miss the fun times you used to have with them. So I would watch out for that if that's not something that you desire. If you're only looking for moving on and moving forward, then you know what to do. It does show that someone may come in. Your advice card is the Temperance card. This is Pisces and Sagittarius. Balance, balance, balance. This is healing, and this is reconnection too. This is making up with someone. There is an attempt here at making up with someone, bringing someone back in from the cold, or you going back to someone you left in the cold. There's something there about being left in the cold. April's going to be a really big time for peace and harmony and making up and saying sorry and apologizing and all that jazz, okay? All right, Scorpios, month of April, what's going on for you? Overall energy, the Hierophant reverse, Taurus energy, this is on your axis. This is a lack of commitment. This could be a commitment phobe, someone that you're dealing with that really does not want marriage and kids, none of that. They don't want none of that. They want to be an emperor figure. They want to be independent on their own, fiery, passionate flames, whatever. That's what they want to do. But this is also perhaps you feeling as though you don't really fit into the groups that you're a part of, or a job that you're in that you don't really see eye to eye with, and you don't really think you want to continue on that path or in that field. That's definitely represented by this card. Be careful who you go to for advice, Scorpios. Some people are trying to get you to join their group or their church or their whatever for some weird reasons. Really weird. Blockages and challenges, right? We have the Eight of Wands reverse and the King of Wands. You're not popping back in. Nah. So we have an attractive person here. They could have Leo placements. They show up as a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries placement. There's someone here that does not wish to take things further than where they're at with you. And that could be really confusing because the attraction's there, the excitement's there, but it's not really moving at the pace that you want it to. It's not really moving, period. It's not really going anywhere. In fact, listen, there's a lot of sexual energy in these cards, Scorpios, and someone is very thrilled by you. You're very thrilled by someone. Make sure that the person that you're talking to is on the same page. Let's see what your advice card is. In the mood to do a lot of things or initiate a lot of projects, but you're putting so much on your plate that you can't start any one project. You're just kind of stuck there. Don't overcommit yourself and then forget to do the things that you committed to. I just see you being really capable, having a lot of skills, having a lot of gifts, but not really knowing how to delegate yourself and keep yourself in check so that you can start it and complete it. But let's see what your advice card is. Six of Swords. Move on from anything that is troublesome, turbulent, problematic. It's not worth your time. Take the lesson learned, cut it off, move on. Don't deal with it, because the next card over would be the Seven of Swords, meaning that there is possible deception, lying, cheating happening right under your nose and you're not seeing it. But this could be circumvented, prevented, if you just dip and realize the signs that something isn't really going according to plan. Preserve your time, your energy, and your space, okay? Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2022 tarot forecast spread. Oh, very nice. There you are. We have the Sagittarius and Piscean card, Jupiterian card of the Temperance card, and then we also have the Six of Cups. Very, very soft and gentle energy. There's familiarity here, there's faith here. Definitely communing with other people. You may be seeing friends or seeing a lot of people that you haven't seen in a long time, making up, saying sorry, reconnecting with old friends, and going back to places that you haven't been to in a really long time. We also have the Death card reverse. So something is not over. Something is not over. It only feels like it's over, but it's not over yet. You're seeing a person in a different light, and I don't know if you like it too much, but you've known this person for so long that even though you're seeing them in a new light, you still want them in your life. You're not really letting go, okay? What are obstacles and challenges that Sagittarius is facing in the month of April? We have the Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles reverse. Putting it into something, it's pretty hurtful, it's pretty sad. You may be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, someone who has earth sign placements, or someone that you work with, used to work with. At this point, you're kind of taking your leave. You're valuing and preserving your peace and yourself. And you don't really want to do any sort of deal or compromise with this person that hasn't to do with any sort of value exchange or resource exchange. There could be a request here for money coming your way, or you requesting money from someone, but they have since shut the door on you, or you're shutting the door on them. This request is denied, by the way. So if you are putting in an offer to buy property or to get an apartment or something, it could be denied. Even though you have enough money, something else gets in the way, or there's like a clause or something in the contract that kind of prevents it from happening. It's pretty disappointing too. It's like, damn, what am I gonna do now? Money is not really an issue though. I feel like you have access to resources if you need it. So I'm not too worried about you, but there is an issue with money where something's not being accepted, it's being rejected. Your advice card is the Three of Swords reverse. So work on healing that heart. This card requires you to kind of be quiet and listen as opposed to talking. You need to take a step back and kind of go within and try to understand what's going on, because I feel like you're going to be coming together with a friend or someone from your past that you're coming together with someone from your past in April that I think you have a lot of history with, and this person has grown exponentially, or you've grown exponentially since you last saw this person. And this individual no longer wants to do business with you, or you no longer want to do business with this person. And I got the Three of Swords reverse, which indicates like, don't fight it, don't push it, and don't make this bigger than what it is, because there's a lot of heartbreak in the past having to do with this person. And some apologies need to be made. There were things that were left unsaid. There were more hurtful, Sagittarius, than the things that were actually said. Capricorns, this is your April 2022 tarot forecast spread. Make sure you drop a like, really helps the channel. Let's see what's going on for you. We're gonna get your overall energy card. Okay, overall energy. Oh no, the Five of Pentacles. This is being left out in the cold. You're either being left out in the cold or leaving someone out in the cold. You may be needing help, but you're having a hard time expressing it. You may be going through some financial hardships. Let's pray that that's not happening. Either way, this is a change in your finances. It could be positive if you deem it so, but let's remember that times are changing and things are tough. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords here and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So we have news of a pretty big bill or a commitment to something that's coming on in. We also have an agreement here that comes with strings attached, or comes with a layer to it that you're not really seeing at first, which is not like you. I'm also seeing vending machine, like slots or playing slots, or putting money into something like coins though, very specifically. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placement, or you have that in your chart, but I still see this as pretty big news of either rejection of a job, unfortunately, sorry if that's you, or it is something that you owe, something that you need to pay money for or invest more into. There could also be a rejection coming here that you're not expecting, and it kind of breaks your heart a little bit. We have the Four of Wands here, so big investment here in property, buying a new home, moving, even changing the decor in your house, buying new furniture, whatever the case may be. This is a great card having to do with the home, making it lovely, decorating it, parties, events, social events, things of that nature. Spending a lot of time indoors, spending a lot of time in the house or within the confines of a space, not really being outdoors that much. I also see this as a platform, having a platform, building a platform, and that may be why you're going through a bit of a tough time, because a lot of time, energy, and effort needs to be invested into whatever it is that you're doing. Goodness will come out of it. It's just a little tough right now. A little relationship, a little friendship, a little partnership here. I don't really see romantic cards. I think this is more so a conversation that you may have with a possible business partner or something along the lines of business, okay? Capricorn, this reading is not good. There's someone that's taking from you, stealing from you. They love the fact that you are a doer and that you put all the stuff together for them. You make it easy for them to be able to just take, steal. They move right along and they potentially say that it's theirs, potentially take credit for it. So I would just be really careful. Be really cautious about where you're going to, as in where you're physically going, because there may be so much going on. You may be moving and doing and going all over the place, because this points towards the 8 of Wands, which is wands flying through the sky. Lots of excitement, lots of change, lots of fun, events, all kinds of stuff, right? And in the hullabaloo, we have the issue of someone taking ideas or taking intellectual property from you. So be really cautious. I would also be really cautious about your computer, your files, everything. Back it up. Make sure that you are investing in a good like VPN, things of that nature. Just saying. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for April 2022. Ooh, interesting. You are leaving something or someone that is very addictive. It could be a habit, it could be a person, it could be a place. But I honestly see this as you moving on from something that's been in your life for a really long time that you've built a sort of dependency on. You're kind of on the losing end of this connection. You're the one that's suffering. You're the one that's not getting what you need, not getting what you want. So move on. You don't have to stay here. If this is a bad habit that you know you shouldn't have, guess what? You're allowed to go. You're allowed to drop it. You're allowed to. And you get to decide that. Let's see what your challenge or obstacles are, although we already kind of saw that. Your obstacle or challenge is the Ace of Swords reversed. Not having the right words to say, not wanting to talk, not wanting to socialize, not wanting to just engage in conversation. This is also a pretty big rejection, or someone going silent on you, the stop or ending of a conversation or communication with someone, okay? We also have the Page of Pentacles reverse. So a plan that you're putting into place may not generate funds just yet. There could be a delay in putting out a service or putting out a product. Whatever it is that you are trying to put out there, there is a little bit of a delay in that. This is when things are outside of your control. So I wouldn't take it too personally. It's not like it's not good enough. I just think that there's a lot of blockages coming at you from outside. This could be like not having enough money to continue doing what you're doing, or not being able to move on with a project until someone else does their part. And so you're kind of stuck like, wow, your advice card is be careful with your spending. Don't agree to anything that will last a really long time or that will affect your reputation for a really long time. If something looks too good to be true, it likely is. So don't take anything at face value, and don't agree to anything that makes you uncomfortable. If it doesn't look good or it doesn't sound right, even if everyone is begging you to do it, cheering you on, blah, 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 you always have the right to be like, no, it doesn't feel right to me, so I'm not going to proceed. There, that's all you need to say. Let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, welcome to your April 2022 tarot forecast spread. Let's see what's going on for you for the month of April. What's your overall energy? 5 of Cups in the reverse. You're no longer sad about something, even though when you were experiencing the joy and the connection or the situation, it was great, but you've since moved on and you're recognizing that there's a lot of fun and great connections for you coming up in the future. So this is great. You're getting emotional perspective. You're no longer missing the past. Death card reverse, Scorpio energy. You could have this in your chart, or you could be dealing with someone that has Scorpionic traits or placements. This is when a situation is dying a slow, painful death. Wow, this sucks. The situation is good in that it gives you a lot of clarity about the types of people that you're dealing with. I think people are showing their true colors, and you're recognizing that now. You heed the call of your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, you know exactly what's happening. Trust your gut. This is also chronic pain or chronic illness that may flare up or pop up in the month of April. Something's happening at the exact right time. Don't doubt it, and don't press it, don't rush it, nothing like that. Something's happening at the exact right time. We have Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio energy present. We have a fated conversation happening in April. I think it's going to change your life direction in a major way. What is your advice card, Pisces, for the month of April? Your advice card is the Fool, Aries energy, perfect. This is new beginnings. I told you, there's a really big adventure and a really fresh new chapter starting for you in the month of April. Don't miss it. You won't be able to. It's going to come with a set of risks. I don't want you to get caught up in that. Don't get caught up on the cliffs. Don't get caught up on the risks. It's okay. You have your little guardian dog protector there. You have your little flower and the sun is shining bright. Take on this new chapter with enthusiasm, with positivity. Half the effort of the Fool is his mindset. Notice that he is incredibly happy and he is optimistic. That's what keeps him going. That's why he's called the Fool, but he's only foolish in the reverse. People will call you foolish when you have a lot of faith, when you have a lot of trust, when you are in touch with your intuition. They'll say that you're goofy, that's not logical, that's not rational. But guess what? Not having faith, not having trust, not having a sense of spirituality and a strong sense of self, that's foolish. Not this. Half of the act of starting a new beginning is just having faith to do so and believing that you can. That's half the battle. That's your advice card, Pisces, and I love ending it on this note. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell if you enjoyed my content. Head on over to Twitter where I post a lot of astrology and tarot content too. I have a newsletter that I'm posting below that's solely astrology. I have a lot of new stuff coming out in April, a lot of awesome, incredible content and services and programs and merch, and I've been working really hard. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.